Top of it. It's a beautiful day out here, as you can see, and I just figured I'd chop up a little game with you guys. Let's talk about these women real quick, and more specifically about the fact that if you let them, man, women will use you up for everything you have to offer. The same way a child will take every last bit of resources that you give them, or the way a dog will keep eating the food you keep feeding them, they'll eat it all up. And they won't have any ounce of guilt or remorse for what you gave them because, hey, you offered it. Why wouldn't I take it? That's the mentality. And you got to remember that, man, because if that happens to you, you cannot get mad at them. If you choose to get mad, the only person you can get mad at is yourself. So, why am I saying this? I'm just reminding you of your God-given right or power position on this plane of existence, which is the fact that you're a man, or you should be. A lot of guys are just males. But we all should strive to become the best of us, and the top position that we can become as males, which the ultimate position is man. You know, just because you turn 18 doesn't make you a man. Just because you're 35 or 62 years old doesn't automatically qualify you to be a man. As the OG Gorgeous Dre said, man is a position. But anybody can be a male. You're born a male. Women, females are born female. They still have to become a woman. Womanhood, manhood. These are things you have to come into. And so I'm saying all this to say, man, there's a lot of things that come with being a man that you have to really own and you have to recognize and not take for granted. And not to think that things come automatically. And not think that you have to earn every day. You have to earn your spot. You understand me? Because everybody is competing. Everybody's going to try you. People are going to try you. Not everybody, but people in general will try you. But at the end of the day, you have to stand firm in your manhood, man. And remind yourself that's who you are if you forget it. Until eventually it becomes automatic and you do realize this without thinking about it. And it's in your subconscious now. But it starts out as a conscious thing. You have to intentionally remind yourself and prime yourself that you're a man and prove it to yourself and the world. You understand me? So, as I was saying, women will use you up for everything you have if you let them. And that's really human nature. It's one of the lowest forms of human nature, but it's part of it nonetheless. And as long as you remember that, man, it'll protect you from getting used up. Like most suckers and tricks and simps and squares get used up out here in the world. You see, a lot of guys are suckers and squares and simps, and I think it's fair that most of us at some point kind of falls into this category. We don't know any better. Some of us were unfortunately not blessed to have OGs in our life. Guys we can look up to who know better. We need that in our life. We need OGs. We need people with game, with knowledge, information that's useful to help protect us from this violent world that is always ready to eat us up and chew us up and spit us out. Fortunately, I was blessed with a lot of OGs growing up. And man, I can only imagine you guys with this internet, man, it's a super blessing. The amount of information you can stumble upon without even having OGs. You can just type up the right information. Hopefully you stumble across the right people. But I'm saying all that to say, man, as a man, you have to understand you have such a higher responsibility than women do. You know, being a man is a true honor. It's a real blessing, man. I really am so thankful to be a man and not be a woman, even though I'm not downing women at all. I love women. Women are amazing, and they have their place in the world. They have their half of the yin and yang, right? The yin and yang represents male and female, night and day, darkness and light, hot and cold, the opposites. They go together. It's not one is better than the other. It's not that. They both need each other. They're part of the whole ecosystem, the thing that gets the world turning and the universe is coagulating and moving, right? But I'm focused right now on men, and obviously men, we know, man, as much as I love being a man, it is harder. I think we all can agree that it is harder to be a man. Even though it doesn't look like it, I know a lot of women probably would see this and disagree, but that's because they're not really putting themselves in our shoes, which they don't need to. But I'm just really speaking to men that we know the world is tougher for us. It's very unforgiving as a man if you don't get your stuff together, if you don't protect yourself, if you don't have the right information, if you're not gamed up, laced up, you're gonna get super played and you won't even know what happened. You won't even have the answers to the problem that just hit you, man, if you're not careful. So we know it's tough being a man, but at the same time, man, if you can conquer this man thing, it's so beautiful. Oh man, being a great man is a beautiful thing. And it's what society often looks up to. But as I mentioned, man, you gotta know what comes with being a man. You have to know you have to have principles. You have to have boundaries. You understand me? Boundaries is what's going to help protect you against getting used up by women and people in general. Bad business people, partners and clients, customers, and your boss, your manager, and just every other form of an enemy. You got to have boundaries, man, and be able to say no to the right things and say yes to the right things. Having good discernment, man, good judge of character. There's a book, man, I think you all should read. It's called The Master Masculine or something like that. If you guys look it up, it's by Master Yao Namiki Morris. I think it's Awaken the Master Masculine, I believe. Really good book. And there's many other books with these sort of concepts about the male archetypes that you need to have online. And I've mentioned this before in previous videos, but in this book, it really I think it has a good demonstration of some archetypes that you should have as a man. And the 4 archetypes he mentions are, you have to have your warrior, right? Which is, in a nutshell, is your ability to defend your family and loved ones. You have to have your hunter online, which is your ability to go out into the world, get your food, get your money, your resources, bring it back home to the family. You have to have your healer. I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory. Your ability to give good information to your loved ones, heal them in many different ways. And the 4th archetype, which is, he argues, is the most important archetype, which is the eagle. The eagle, man, is all about having that vision, the ability to foresee things coming up, issues that could arise, problems that may not be visible at the moment, but you can see them coming. You can see how this could lead to an issue. You see it happen before it comes, basically. Like an eagle, you got to be able to fly high, get a good point of view, and see the whole landscape of what's going on, right? And it's one of the magic powers that men we have, is that eagle vision, man. We have the ability to see things happen before they do. You understand me? And if you don't, you need to work on unlocking that archetype, because all 4 of these archetypes you need to have unlocked to be a really superb man, a master masculine man. But if you guys can only do one of those archetypes right now to focus on, most guys that naturally have their warrior. A lot of guys got that bravado. They want to play sports, you know. A lot of guys have that hunter. They want to make money. They want to be hustlers. A lot of guys got that. It's pretty easy for most guys in this culture. Healer is kind of foreign to a lot of people. Giving game and being a wise sage, so to speak. Having really good knowledge and giving game and helping people, right? That's another level too. That's pretty advanced. But that eagle, having that eagle vision, man, is something that a lot of guys do have also, but I don't think is as common as the other 2 that are more common. And so I'm saying that you should focus more on that eagle, unlocking that vision, the ability to foresee issues arising before they do. Not just for your family, but really for yourself, man. You should be able to see issues coming before they do to protect yourself. Get ahead of stuff before they get up on you, man. My OG Rosebud got a saying, a lots of kind of old school saying is, you should be able to see muddy waters to spot dry land, which is similar to that eagle vision. You can just imagine if you're in muddy waters, think of it, muddy waters, it's blurry, it's cloudy, it's muddy. You're not really supposed to see. But if you have that eagle vision, you can see through the muddy waters and spot dry land, aka the escape, safety. Despite the fact that it's all cloudy, it's muddy, you're in a bad situation, you see no way out. But you got to be able to have that calm and ability to rise above it, get out of it, and see the safety and get out of there, or see the problem coming before it hits you. You understand? And I'm saying all that to say, with my topic that I'm tying back together, is about these women and really just people in general. But, you know, a lot of us do relate things to women, and just not getting used up, man. You should be able to see these things coming. You know, having good game allows you to be able to see a lot of BS come before it even has a chance to blossom. You can nip it in the bud before it has a chance to become a big old problem. And so I'm saying, man, you need to use that power, that eagle, to look ahead and catch these problems before they become crazy and out of control. And not just with women, even, like I said, personal life, your health, addictions you may have, anything. It's anything that can be an issue. You have to be able to see these things before they get out of hand, and handle them before they handle you. You understand me? So hopefully this helps, man. Don't let the world use you, because they will do so if you let them, man. Life is too beautiful to get used up, man. Don't forget to use things back. I mean, it's cool if you guys got a mutual exchange, but don't just be the one giving. You got to take some too, you understand? So that's my 2 cents on the topic, man. I hope this helps. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Leave a like real quick. It's free. It's free. Quick like. And let me know, yeah, I said that. Yeah, subscribe. That's it. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. If you mess with me, man, I got more stuff on the way. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.